Hello. What's up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and I just got done watching Game of Thrones Season 8, Episode 1. This is the final season of the show, so very anticipated. A lot is happening. We had to wait over a year for this show to come back, so I hope it was worth it. The whole time I'm thinking, we don't have time for any of this drama. We have White Walkers, an army of White Walkers on their way, and there's a freaking ice dragon. Come on, people, get it together. At the beginning, you see Daenerys and Jon Snow still together, which sounds weird because, as we know, they're related. The scene later on when Jon Snow rides a dragon for the first time, hilarious, by the way, seeing Jon Snow being so awkward on this dragon. But they're kissing and they're embracing, and look, don't get me wrong, they look good together as a couple, but they're related, so it's gross. It's creepy. I love the scene of Jon Snow and Arya being reunited. Reminds me about how emotional it was to see Jon Snow and Sansa last season and that big reuniting. So this was fine as well. We had your usual Game of Thrones sex scene with naked prostitutes, which is always nice with the character Bronn. And Cersei ends up having sex with Euron Greyjoy, which I totally didn't see coming. And in fact, are they actually going to have a real romance? She says, she gave him enough compliments in saying that she likes his attitude and he wants to put a prince in her belly. What? I guess they're going to go for it. Theon Greyjoy ends up saving his sister Yara from captivity, so that was nice. Sansa does not like Daenerys, and their interaction was very awkward, very weird. I don't blame Sansa, though, but once again, bigger fish to fry. I think Jon Snow was right. I think our focus should be on the White Walkers. Daenerys does seem like she likes her position right now, being the queen, being the head bitch, being ahead of everyone. And so obviously Sansa has a lot of issues with that. The scene where Sam finds out about his father and brother, that was a long time coming. In fact, since it has been so long, I almost forgot about that until she started to tell him. And I said, oh yes, that was horrid. Sam, just great character. I felt so bad for him hearing this. But then him going off and telling Jon Snow the truth about his father. That was shocking and surprising. Shocking and surprising that Jon Snow found out in this episode. We did not wait for them to get there. As long as we had to wait for this season, they better have not made us wait. It was interesting to see what he's going to do with this information. Is he going to be quick to tell Daenerys? He doesn't really seem to want to because his mind is elsewhere. But you know this is going to be a big contention. You know that somehow, some way, she will find out. There will be issues. There will be blood. But it's nice to know that Jon Snow knows he's the rightful king. That character, the ginger with the blue eyes, who apparently has always had blue eyes. That was hilarious. Him and a bunch of other guys, they find the young boy who was killed by the Ice King, and he came back from the dead. That was creepy. That was pretty trippy. They lit the boy on fire up against the wall. This has me so on edge, so nervous about what's going to happen in this battle. Are we going to get some hardcore serious stuff here? I loved more, though, that Jaime Lannister arrived and he sees Bronn Stark. The last time he saw Bronn, he was pushing him out a window, and then he came on his deathbed to try to kill him. In fact, I bet you Jaime Lannister didn't even know that this kid was still alive. And so seeing the two of them look at each other, I know Bronn is blind, but he somehow has these abilities. He probably knew that Jaime's ass was right in front of him. And judging from the previews, it looks like Jaime Lannister is going to have to answer to a lot of his sins. So I'm loving this so far. I really enjoyed the first episode. I cannot wait to see where we go next. It was only an hour, and some people are going to be upset about that because they thought that these episodes were going to be longer, like an hour and a half each. But We will get there, and I'm sure this season will deliver. So, guys, let me know in the comments below, what did you think of this first episode of Season 8 of Game of Thrones? Did you like it? Did you love it? Did it live up? Did it satisfy you after waiting for as long as we did? What are some of your theories on how this season's going to end? Can we trust Cersei? Obviously not. Can we trust Jaime Lannister? What's he going to do interacting with our characters? Can we trust Daenerys? Is she going to do the right thing if she finds out that Jon Snow is the rightful king? What are we going to do about them as a couple? Are they going to stay together? And who do you predict will die? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.